Hello and welcome everyone to the Executive Lounge presented by MadisonAlley.tv. Today we have a very special session. We not only have the partner from ZMC private equity firm, Ripan Kadakia, but we also have three CEOs of the portfolio companies of ZMC, Bryan Gernert, the CEO of Resonate, Mike Sanchez, the CEO of AdThrive, and Michael Mothner, the founder and CEO of WPromote. Could you talk about how ZMC has been successful in growing the funds and has enabled it to grow from nothing, initially to 150 and then to close to 800 million, and now you're raising another fund?
The key drivers here, really, one is consistency. So I think there's been consistency in leadership, and then there's also been consistency in how we execute. So this idea of thematic investing and delivering value. So we kind of stick to our knitting. We invest in areas that we know and have a point of view on. And then we're constantly trying to be, effective partners. I think our concentrated approach, so we don't make that many investments, which allows us to deliver on those two things. That's been helpful.
Is there anything that you would say in terms of the value that you add to your portfolio companies that may set you apart from some others?
We talk often about transparency, integrity, performance, service, and most importantly, kindness. And I think we are still, the only private equity firm with the word kindness in our mission statement. It's how we think about recruiting and building our team here. It's also how we think about finding the right cultural match with businesses we partner with. So
with that, I'd love to welcome Michael Mothner, who's going to join us here, who is the founder and CEO of WPromote.
Sort of the first arc of the company, we were a search engine marketing company. That's all we did back when search was a very new, powerful medium. And in the last 5 years of the company, we set out with this thesis to build a partner of medium to large enterprises that helps drive what we call business outcomes. So not just, an ROI inside of a platform or which is better than, I assume, not tracking your ROI, but really connecting to what drives the business forward. And so that creates really powerfully deep, unique connections, sort of unlike, I think, what most enterprises have experienced for years or decades in sort of past, quote, agency relationships. And we're driving a really unique partnership that's driving profitable growth, that's driving these business outcomes. And then that, of course, fuels our success.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. But now I'd love to welcome Bryan Gernert, who's the CEO of Resonate.
Literally, a couple of us had a conversation about, wouldn't it be interesting if you could understand why people make decisions? And if you could understand that at an individual level, you could really transform how companies engage with their customers, their potential prospects, and understand their competitors' customers. Fast forward through the last 14 years of evolution of the company, we've built a data capability that we think is pretty revolutionary. And it starts with our AI infrastructure. So we've created this capability to create any dynamic attribute across 230 million consumers that a potential customer could want.
Next, I'd like to welcome Mike Sanchez to join us here as well. Would love to hear your story for AdThrive, and if you could give us an overview of AdThrive and also your perspective and role as a CEO.
Our purpose is to help the highest quality independent content creators make the most money, live their dreams, and really survive through a very complicated, evolving digital landscape. And I really think all of our success starts with the fact that we have such a compelling purpose. The core of the offering, where it all started about 10 years ago, is around ad monetization. So think 10 years ago, there was this whole crop of emerging, think bloggers, somebody who were real passionate writing about food or home or sports. And they were growing real audiences and creating great content, have this authentic connection, and they were getting to meaningful scale and they couldn't monetize in any meaningful way. And we really see the creator as a huge area of growth and super happy to support and serve them. And there's just a lot of opportunity going forward.
Yeah, just taking a quick step back, I think the common thread across all three of these businesses that got us excited is they're all winning because of the shift to digital. And they're all operating in markets that are only going to get more complicated. And they are trying to bring reason and simplicity and data and clarity to their clients. And they're all, leaders in their respective categories. As we've talked about, a couple of times now, they have world-class teams and cultures. And we have specifically identified ways we can help each of these businesses.